Welcome, Pisces, to your mid-month reading. This is for the 13th through the probably about the 25th or so. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. Best messages coming out. Got that Thanksgiving coming up, so I'm trying to get as many done as possible. Still have Mercury retrograde readings to go up, so let's see what's going on. And also trying to get that full moon, if I can, up as well for you guys. Okay, let's see what's going on. Best message coming out for the beautiful Pisces. You have the sacral chakra coming out, going after your those desires. Just really pushing, knowing what it is you truly want within this situation. Really going after those hopes and dreams of whatever it is you really want. You were taking on some boss moves, so, and it's definitely like, here we go, right? Looking for that firm foundation. Wow. So really wanting to stabilize the situation over here, guys. Pulling yourself away from things that no longer serve you, things that, I've contemplated on this situation, and I do believe that you're still in boss mode, okay? Because, I just feel like that's where you're going to stay for the rest of the month. You're just going to really stay there. You're going to stay within that boss mode. You're ready for your recognition, your reward. You're really planting. You're really, pushing out what it is you truly want to build. Three of Pentacles. You're saying, this is what I want. This is where I'm going to stay. I'm looking for that overall transformation. So 3, 3, and then 4, 13. Look, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, and then the 4 breaks down to the 2. I mean, you guys are on a roll over here. At the bottom of the deck, you have the 11, which also breaks down to 2. So you're saying, I am staying balanced. I'm staying balanced within this boss mode. I'm staying balanced on this authority, taking on what it truly is that I truly desire. Not giving up the goat at all. Right? I am not giving this up. This is where I want to stay. Just kind of look and see where you're kind of going in the end month. You guys will kind of notice, too, that some of them are... some of the readings I did are kind of mid-month, end-month. Okay, so if you guys are like Pisces, Aries, things of that nature, you might notice, okay? Some of them I'm doing it this way and some the other way. And that's just because Thanksgiving is coming and I'm pushing, guys. I'm pushing. I'm finally getting over being sick and I'm pushing hard. Talking about standing my ground. I don't even have Pisces in my chart, but I feel you right now, right? In fact, I don't have any water in my chart, but I'm definitely feeling you, right? I'm feeling you on this. You are traveling exactly where you want to go. The passion ignited is just unbelievable for you guys. I'm just like so in touch with this, right? You're really taking this on. You got this full moon coming up and you're just like, this is where I'm going to be. That full moon in Taurus is really going to have you really wanting to push even harder than you've been pushing before. Living in the past, nope, no, I'm done with that. It's like contemplating on where I've come from. Contemplating on, do I want to stay in this area or do I really want to push? So I do feel like there is a lot of nostalgia over here as you're really contemplating on this situation, whether this is a past person, whatever it is you're desiring, right? Where I'm not staying in this area, I am building, and I'm building back big. Building back big. That's, there it is. There's my title. Building back big. That's it. Because that's exactly what you're doing. And you're standing your ground for it. You're like, no one's going to touch this transformation. No one's going to lure me away from my desires. If they've done it in the past, they're not doing it now. I'm not going to allow myself or anyone else. No, I am calling out to the universe and taking this inner calling. And yeah, I do believe that's also you calling out, saying this is what I want, and I'm ready for this new phase. And you're actually absorbing this energy for this, this kind of redemption of yourself and what it is you truly are, going after. There might even be some forgiveness, towards someone else or yourself, saying, why did I allow myself to stay in this place? Or, how did I allow this person to keep me here? right? But however it is, this transformation is saying this is where my overall accomplishment is. So at this time of the month, you're really going to feel this overwhelming feeling of attaining what it is you want, even if it's only lasting for the next couple of weeks, right? You're saying, this is where I'm feeling whole again. I am dancing with the universe. I do feel like I'm arriving towards my destination. Because what? I'm building back big. Yes, you're standing your ground for everything that you truly desire over here with strength and passion with the strength card. You're starting to focus on really what it is that I want. Not allowing any influences to be around you that are not serving you for that purpose. If you feel like somebody is influencing you in the wrong direction, you are pushing and pulling away from that situation. Even if it's your own ego mind that's like, well, I don't know, maybe it's not. No, you're pushing. I feel it, you guys. I feel you guys are pushing away from that. Right? Diving deep. There's a lot of inner strength, which is telling me you've gone deep down into your water kingdom as the mermaids that you are, and you're saying, this is what I want. I have thought about this. I have pulled back enough to say, this is where I want to be. You know that this is going to be a moderate move. You know you're going to test the waters a little, but it's okay because you've come to this conclusion. You're going to have this aha moment within this time period that's really going to make you want to really jump. Okay? And you're going to feel a lot of, the emotions coming back. These new feelings, these new passions. Maybe there was something that was like, I was so stuck, I didn't feel that passion, but now you feel it because you're feeling it with the World card. You're feeling it with the Ace of Cups. You're feeling it within that Strength card. Yeah. You could be dealing with somebody who's going to be a little moody and disappointed about this situation, especially if you're leaving somebody behind or leaving a job behind. It does feel like they think you're unreliable to the situation, or whatever your desire may be unreliable. They also feel that it's very unpredictable, right? They feel like you're doing something. You know what it is? It's like you're doing something that's just like, I've thought about it, and it's out of the blue. Well, it's out of the blue for them, because I feel like, Pisces wants to get down into that, I just call it the underwater world, right? You're blocking. You're blocking because you're paying attention to what it is, looking for that inner meaning, that inner strength. When it's like, how do you explain that? Especially for cross watchers, it's like when they're done in this area, they come back, but they have this things just feel like, where the hell did you get that idea? I thought about it, but a lot of you don't share. Okay, a lot of you don't share what you're doing, so it is literally blocking out everybody else as you're trying to. It's a place of healing. It's a place of building. It's a place of, kind of your own retribution in its own way, right? Figuring things out, but you're not always sharing with everyone. So I do feel like this other person's going to feel this was like like I said, unpredictable, out of the blue. So they might even think you have an overactive imagination. Well, in a lot of ways, you do when you're in that underwater kingdom, because it is a place of imagination. It's a place of wonderment and healing, and where your big thoughts and your big feelings come from, right? And it's just like going into what we call Virgo mode, right? Virgos do the same thing. They hide out. They kind of, but they literally hide out. You could literally just be sitting on the couch, and I could be talking to you, and you're completely blocking me, and I know what you're doing. I have many friends, many aunts and uncles that do this. Okay, so if this is not new to me, okay, and it's just like, okay, leave them alone. You see what I mean? Because you're in this place, a place of solitude, your own place of solitude. All water signs do this, and Virgos. It's just you all do it a little bit different. So I do feel like either that or I just believe that's what it is. They may feel you're moody. Sometimes you come back from that underwater world and you are a little moody. Maybe they were distracting you too much, asking too many questions while you're trying to contemplate. And then you throw this thing at them and they're like, whoa, where the hell did that come from? What do you mean you're moving out? What do you mean we're done? We're splitting up. What do you mean you're leaving this job for something better? What do you mean we're going to build a house? The hell did you get that idea? No, because you're keeping it secret. Yeah, you're in your underwater world. Don't tell me you're not, because you have the moon card here. This is where you've been keeping secrets. You're tapping into your intuition and your subconscious, bringing out these dreams, the mystery of the dreams. And then over here it says active imagination. So definitely bringing those active imaginations into this dream, into this, and then bringing it from 5D into 3D, right? As you're really setting the tone and the mood for this new thing that you want to develop, this new desire that you really want. And if they don't work within a scenario, you're getting rid of something that no longer works, something that you may have been dealing with a lot of during the past, and you're like, I'm moving out of this area. Or it might even be a past dream that you are now rethinking as you're living in the past, rethinking it out and bringing it now into the 3D, saying, you know what, I've been thinking about this a lot. This is something from my past that I would like to do. So take that how it resonates. But no matter what it is, you're going to be standing your ground. This is why when you're standing your ground, it's telling me you're standing your ground against somebody. It could even be a Leo you're dealing with, or a Scorpio. It could even be a Capricorn or an Aries that is just like, okay, but this is where I want to be, and this is what I'm going to do. And they're like not getting it. Wow. But that's a major jump. That's a major jump, because you know this is where, you know what, my happiness is going to come. I'm going to move with faith. So, you know, it's kind of like, okay, so here you are in the mid-month saying this, and then come towards the end of the month, right, during that 25th or so, right, this is where you're really going to start wanting to really take the action, really wanting to put that out there, okay? So at the end of the month, you're saying, I'm going to take this action. I'm going to put this out there. This is what I want. Yes, it's spontaneous. And yeah, it is spontaneous. But it's almost like to the point to where it's like, if I don't trust in this, then it's not going to be done. Yeah. From the Fool, they may even think you're being a fool. That's a foolish idea. They may be saying that. But you've already gone, you know, into retrospective over here and introspective as well, both, and had this idea. This is where the success is. This is where we're building the dream. This is the way it's going to be. This is where I'm going to attain what it is I truly want. Maybe some of you are even going to ask someone to marry them. And maybe they think like, whoa, that was unpredictable. That was out of a whim. And then one person might even say, hey, you know what? And then somebody else might think, that's crazy. That's crazy for you to do so. The reason I see that is because I have the Ace of Cups, right, to the building, which the Three of Pentacles can be a marriage. The Ace of Cups is a marriage. And then the Ten of Pentacles says, well, this is where my domestic love comes in. Or maybe we want to have a baby. Ace of Cups. So however it is, it's very spontaneous, but you know, you still have this other person who's kind of opposing this situation. It might even be, you know, if you're telling them you want a baby, it could be your own person, like, whoa, where'd you get that idea? I don't know if we're ready for a family yet, right? So however it is, whether it's, because we do have three, so there could be three people involved, or it could be just you and someone else. So take that how it resonates, but you definitely have this other person who just feels like that's crazy. So you might even have someone, if you're doing something really spontaneous, and it's like you and your spouse or something, they may even feel a little jealous. They might even feel, you know, what do you mean you're going to go build a house? They could be doing something where there's a little bit of jealousy going on, or envy, that you could do such a thing, right? No matter how it is. But everybody's story is a little different. So let's see. So I'm going to grab one for the mid-month and then one for the end of the month. So we have the beginning of the month, the end of the month, kind of end of the month here going on. I will listen to the messages of the angels. Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing. I mean, you know, It's almost like, well, I'm going to go inside and I'm going to listen to my higher self, listen to the divine, listen to, you know, absolutely. And this will find that balance. Yep, there it is, finding the balance. What did I just say? Because I was looking at the temperance card. There it is, bringing life into balance. That's the same thing with both cards. Wow. Okay, guys. And that was it for you. Until next time, peace and love. Bye bye.